Is it worth paying Northwest Registered Agent $39 to form your LLC when other formation services will do it for free? Let's first take a look at Northwest pricing and compare it to their competitors. To form your LLC, Northwest charges $39 plus the state fee to create your LLC. They don't have any packages like you see here with Doula, Busy, LegalZoom, and ZenBusiness, who all have 3 different packages ranging from no cost to several $100s per year. What's included for the $39 and what do their competitors charge to do the same work? Northwest includes their registered agent service for free for the first year, and then you pay $125 per year for year 2 and beyond for them to continue to be a registered agent. How much are the registered agent costs with competitors? Doula, $297 per year, but this includes a virtual mailbox and other things we'll talk about later on. LegalZoom, $249 per year, and ZenBusiness, $199 per year. Busy is the only other one that gives you the first year for free, and then they'll charge you $119 per year. Also, Northwest includes for free with your LLC formation an operating agreement template. Doula also includes this with all their plans. Busy, LegalZoom, and ZenBusiness charge $99 for an operating agreement template. Besides the cost, processing time is another important thing to take into consideration. Filing time with Northwest varies by state: 1 day in Nevada, New York, and Iowa, 2 days in Texas, 3 days in Wyoming, 6 days or 1 day expedited in California, and 10 days in Florida. With other formation services like Busy, LegalZoom, or ZenBusiness, standard processing for their free plans and sometimes for their paid plans up to $200 take weeks unless you pay for expedited processing, which costs another $50 to $80. When you see Northwest offer expedited processing, this is what you pay to the state to process the documents faster. Northwest isn't charging something on top of that. Expedited processing fees are just another way for other services to charge you more. If you don't pay, they'll just sit on your documents for days or weeks before submitting them to the state. Northwest has the fastest processing time without having to pay anything extra. Other services you may want. If you want Northwest to get your employer identification number from the IRS, they charge $50 if you have a social security number. This is included with Doula's $297 starter plan. Busy charges $70 or as part of their $199 standard plan. ZenBusiness charges $99 or as part of their $199 pro plan. LegalZoom charges $159 for an operating agreement and EIN. I guess an EIN isn't available on its own. It's also included with their $249 pro plan. You may also want a virtual mailbox. On your invoices, in marketing emails, and other places, you'll need to list an address. If you're working from home, you don't want to use your home address. Northwest charges $20 per month for a virtual mailbox. They call it premium mail forwarding. A virtual mailbox is included with all of Doula's plans. If you need a virtual mailbox and a registered agent, I'd recommend going with Doula. With Northwest, you pay in future years $125 for their registered agent service and $240 per year for a virtual mailbox, for a total of $365 per year. It's only $297 per year with Doula. Other competitors like Busy and LegalZoom have virtual mailbox plans starting at $29 per month. LegalZoom, for example, will only scan 5 items per month for $29 per month. If you get more mail than that, you'll end up paying even more. ZenBusiness doesn't offer the service. If you want Northwest help filing your annual or biennial reports with the state, they charge $100 plus the state fee to make sure your report gets filed correctly and on time. Each time the report needs to be filed, you'll be charged this fee. Busy and Doula are the same. They charge $99 and $199 per filing, respectively. ZenBusiness and LegalZoom, on the other hand, charge $199 every year, and you'll have to make the first payment now. It doesn't matter that your first report isn't due until next year or maybe even the year after that. Okay, we quickly went through a lot of numbers. Here's a quick summary table comparing Northwest to its competitors. Here's the cost to form your LLC, get an EIN, operating agreement, and registered agent for the first year and for the following years. If you want a virtual mailbox, Northwest offers the lowest cost option as a standalone service, but you can save money by going with Doula, which gives you both a registered agent and virtual mailbox for $297 per year. So in terms of cost, Northwest is going to be one of, if not the least expensive option, depending on the exact services that you choose. What about customer service? I honestly really like working with Northwest. I make a lot of videos on this channel, and if I have a question about forming an LLC in Maine, I can call them up, quickly be talking to one of their customer service reps, and for even some specific state questions, they can get me the answer on that call within just a couple of minutes. If they need to contact one of their colleagues, maybe a specialist on a specific state, they'll call me back the same day with an answer. I really like the general attitude of the business. You should check out their manifesto page and their privacy first page. You'll never receive a no reply email from us. We never sell your info to third parties. In the rare event you need to leave a voicemail, we'll call you back within 2 hours. Emails are answered the same day. and on the privacy page. Limit personal information on public documents. They use their address anytime they can, and if the category requires name and address is just optional, they'll leave it blank. Protect data from loss or theft, limit access to data, limit use of third parties, and more. I've used Northwest to create several businesses, and in most cases, this is the service that I recommend for forming your LLC. If you'd like to create an LLC with Northwest and you want to support our channel, please use our affiliate link in the description. We could earn a commission at no cost to you. When you're creating your LLC, it's important you don't make any of these common mistakes that we discussed in this video. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.